Welcome to Izanzure Universe, where we don't just report the news, we expose the layers of power, silence, and betrayal behind it. Today, we take you deep into the forests of eastern Congo, where Uganda's return may be triggering a dangerous chain reaction, one that risks reigniting a genocide-sized fire. Stay with us. This is not just a story, this is a warning. Full news report, Uganda's Congo return, war on terror or ethnic manipulation. Based on The Economist, UN reports, and historical context, July 2025. In the shadows of the Virunga Mountains, Uganda is once again sending its soldiers across the border into the Democratic Republic of Congo. The official explanation is familiar: to fight terror, to hunt the ADF, the Allied Democratic Forces, a brutal Islamist group known for massacres, kidnappings, and cross-border raids. But beneath that explanation lies a storm of suspicion. According to UN investigators, Uganda has quietly doubled its military footprint in eastern Congo, especially in the volatile provinces of North Kivu and Ituri. No grand announcement, no press briefing, no parliamentary debate. Just boots on the ground and silence from Kinshasa. Why the secrecy? What is Uganda really doing in Congo? And why now? A bloody history repeating? This is not the first time Uganda entered Congo. Back in the late 1990s, Uganda was deeply involved in Congo's second civil war, a conflict that drew in at least 6 African countries and led to over 5 million deaths. In the Ituri region, Ugandan forces aligned themselves with the Hema ethnic group, providing arms, training, and logistical support. Their enemies? The Lendu, mostly farmers, who eventually formed militias in retaliation. What followed was one of the bloodiest ethnic conflicts in modern African history. Massacres, beheadings, burned villages, children forced into militias, entire communities wiped out. And through it all, Uganda stood accused, not just of choosing sides, but of fueling the fire. The International Court of Justice even ruled in 2005 that Uganda had illegally invaded Congo, plundered its resources, and committed grave human rights abuses. And now, in 2025, Uganda is back. The official narrative: fighting the ADF. Uganda says this is different. This time, the mission is clear: destroy the ADF, an ISIS-linked group blamed for attacks in both Congo and Uganda. Operation Shuja, launched in late 2021, was meant to be a joint effort with Congo's army. But in recent months, the operation has shifted. Uganda is acting more independently, deploying troops in areas far from ADF strongholds, setting up bases, and, critically, entering territories near M23 rebel positions. This has raised eyebrows across the region. Why is Uganda expanding into M23 territory, a group backed by Rwanda, Uganda's rival? Could this be less about terror and more about regional power plays? Cold War in Central Africa. Let's talk geopolitics. Uganda and Rwanda, once close allies, are now locked in a Cold War over influence in eastern Congo. Rwanda backs the M23 rebels, a powerful Tutsi-led group fighting the Congolese army and accused of ethnic cleansing. Uganda, meanwhile, is suspected of siding with rival militias, possibly even supporting Hutu groups, or at the very least allowing anti-M23 forces to operate on its soil. This has turned Congo into a proxy battlefield. Uganda and Rwanda are not just chasing rebels, they are shaping alliances, protecting business interests, and trying to control strategic ground. And the biggest victims? Ordinary Congolese civilians caught in the middle. The mineral curse. Beneath eastern Congo lies trillions of dollars worth of minerals: gold, coltan, tungsten, and more. The very materials that power your phone, your laptop, your car. Where there are minerals, there is war. Where there is war, there is foreign interest. And Uganda, like Rwanda before it, has long been accused of profiting from Congo's instability. UN reports have documented smuggling networks that funnel Congo's resources into Ugandan and Rwandan markets. These networks are protected not just by rebel groups, but by uniformed soldiers. So when Uganda deploys more troops near key mining zones, the question must be asked, is this really a security operation? Or is it just another resource grab hidden under the flag of counterterrorism? A fragile ethnic powder keg. But the most chilling part of Uganda's return to Congo isn't military or economic, it's ethnic. In Ituri, the ghosts of the Hema Lendu conflict still haunt the land. Families have never returned. Mass graves remain unmarked. The trauma is still fresh. Ugandan forces are once again being seen near Hema settlements. If locals perceive Uganda as taking sides again, whether real or not, ethnic violence could explode. Just one wrong move, one local clash, one biased intervention, and the region could plunge back into a genocidal nightmare. Activists on the ground are pleading for caution. They know the signs. They've seen this story before. What happens if the fire spreads? This conflict is not just a Congolese problem. If Uganda and Rwanda escalate tensions, it could ignite a regional war. South Sudan, Burundi, Tanzania, all are watching. Refugees are already on the move. Humanitarian groups warn of a massive displacement crisis. Meanwhile, the Congolese government appears divided. President Tshisekedi is facing an election crisis. His army is stretched thin, and trust in foreign allies is collapsing. With multiple armed groups, weak governance, and deep-rooted ethnic fear, one foreign mistake could unravel everything. The world watches Congo through headlines, but here at Izanzure Universe, we listen to the cries beneath the headlines. This is not just a fight over rebels. It's a battle over truth, over history, and over who gets to define peace in Africa. Uganda may say it comes to help, but Congo has heard those promises before. If this story matters to you, like, comment, and share it. Subscribe to Izanzure Universe, and together, let's keep the light shining in the darkest places. Because in a world full of silence, Izanzure Universe speaks. Truth, memory, resistance.